Hello, my crafty friends. This is Teresa with Fresh and Renewed with Teresa. It is the 10th of the month, and that means that all of the Not Too Shabby design team are here to show you the products from September, give you some inspiration. I am using the one of the paper pads in the monthly paper pad club, the one that has the cut-aparts. And so I'm not going to pull this out because I just kind of destroyed it looking for stuff and, yeah. So anyhow, I am having, if you do not know, I am having a lot of fun. I am the designer of the paper pads, the one that kind of puts them together, not the artist. So, but the designer of the paper pad, the curator, so to speak. And I am having so much fun putting things together and doing little things like this. I don't know if you've noticed that I've been doing little cutesy graphic titles. So I'm just having so much fun doing that. Anyhow, there is a playlist in the description box down below that you can click on to see everybody else's makes. And then there's also the link to go to the giveaway spot to enter your information to give it away for your cards, or not your cards. Oh, I can't talk. To enter the information to be entered into the giveaway for a $25 gift card to Not Too Shabby. So anyhow, I'm going to put this to the side, and I am going to tell you what sketch I used. If this looks familiar, it is Sugar Pea Designs Sketch 25. I used this yesterday, but I only used it for one card, so I really wanted to use it again. I really like using this sketch. And I want to thank my friend Danni for the idea in watching all her videos. And if you don't know, her and I do a collab together. We're doing Tuesday Fun with Teresa and Danni, and that was yesterday, so I will link that video in the description box down below for both of our channels. And then I want to thank her because oftentimes I try not to show you my cards right away, and this never occurred to me. Absolutely never occurred to me. She turns her cards upside down. Why that never entered my head, I don't know. So anyhow, of course, hers has a nice pretty stamp on the back of them that, tells you that she made them. I do have one of those stamps, but I don't do it very often. Okay, so here is card number 1. And I used a selection of those papers, and I selectively used a square, stitched square die to cut this little coffee shop out. And then I thought, because I couldn't avoid some of the other images on the page. And I thought, what can I do? I have never done this technique before. I'm kind of ashamed to say I've been card making for years, and I have never done this technique before, where you make a frame. You don't have a frame that is a stitched die or anything, but you make it by cutting two elements out together to make the frame. Why did I never think of that? I don't know. And then I used the stamp set Brewed for Quiet Moments from one of the paper pad clubs. No, not the paper pad club. For one of the stamps that's in the Box of the Month club. Box of the Month. Oh, cannot talk. And so I stuck pretty close to the sketch. I really like this sketch. And so I did that, and I just put my normal strip on the inside. And then these are those magical sparkling enamel dots that go with almost anything. These are from the Celebrate sparkling enamel dots. They are cream colored, so I thought they went very well. Okay, so card number 1. And then card number 2. Okay, I have to tell you something. I had a frame for this one that went perfect. And in the mess on my desk, and I've cleaned up my desk so that I could film and everything. And that little frame just disappeared. So I had this little square sitting there. So I thought, well, I'll just, frame it out like that. So that's why it has that around it instead of a frame like the other one does. And then use that brood for quiet moments on the inside, or on this circle as well. And also I was going to use this. I'm telling you all my mess ups today. I was going to use this paper to stamp this on it. And I didn't want to use up a whole sheet of paper, but I had a scrap of it. I was going to use that. And the stamp messed up because I was not using my stamping tool. I was just stamping with a block, and I messed up. So I had some craft colored cardstock that was scraps that was just sitting here from a previous project. So I just used that. So we have that and a strip on the inside. So those are my 2 cards for today for our hop. So thanks for joining us, and make sure that you go see what everybody else has to say. There's also a hop on Instagram and all that. So thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.